guys, welcome back to my channel. I really hope you guys enjoyed my first video. If you guys haven't seen that, please go check it out. We talked about some mental health facts, some mental health stigmas, and how we can do better addressing that, just as individuals, as friends, as family, and just human beings that care about other human beings. So go check that out. I'll definitely be posting more mental health videos as I go. But today we're going to talk about grad school. I know that grad school is a really nerve-wracking topic for a lot of people. It really was for me. I was super nervous. I felt like I wasn't capable of getting into grad school. I felt like I wasn't capable of succeeding in grad school. And now I just finished 3 summer classes and I'm going into my second year and I'm set to graduate next May. Give me 1 second. Okay. So I think that after I got into grad school, I realized that it's scary because of how intense they make the requirements and how inaccurate sometimes those requirements can be. And this is what I mean by that. I got into grad school. I got into and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm gonna be honest. I got waitlisted for one school, I got denied from another school, and then I got into 2 schools. So I applied to 4 total. The one that I didn't get into, I kind of knew I wasn't going to get into, but I wanted to apply anyways. You know how that goes. And the one that I got waitlisted to, I kind of really didn't want to go there either, but I was really interested in their program, like their actual like curriculum and academic program and stuff. The 2 that I did get into, which is my program that I'm in now and another one, it was an easy choice on how I was able to choose. When I mean that the requirements are sometimes inaccurate is because okay, let's backtrack a little bit. Y'all know I start ranting. Okay, so as we all know, usually grad school is a 2-year program and it's for you to get your master's. Some people decide to go straight from their bachelor's to their doctorates. Some people go bachelor's, master's, doctorate. Some people just go bachelor's. Some people do bachelor's, master's. Some people just don't do bachelor's at all. Totally up to you. Whatever floats your boat, whatever floats your boat. For me, as a psychology major in my undergraduate, it's pretty hard to get a good job with a bachelor's in psychology. If you want to get a good job with the best benefits, the best salary and all that, you're probably going to want to get your master's. So I know people that went from our bachelor's in psychology to straight to a doctorate's. I wish I could have done that, but my GPA wasn't high enough, honestly. And realistically, my GRE scores weren't high enough either. So for me, it was easier to go straight into my master's. And because I wasn't, and I'm kind of still not positive about what I want to do, or like what I want to research in my doctorates. I know that I want to get my doctorates. I just don't know what I want to research yet. And that's really important to know before you start applying to your PhD. Well, PhD or PsyD, whatever you choose. So let's talk about those requirements. So my program that I'm in right now, I'm in the Rehabilitation and Mental Health Counseling program. And it's a 2 years master's program. We do rehabilitation counseling, which focuses on rehabilitating those with disabilities, and that's any disability, physical, mental, anything, getting them back in the workforce or helping them adjust to their new disability if their disability is new, or finding ways to accommodate them in their place of employment so that they can still work around their disability. then we also focus on mental health counseling, which is my focus. You can kind of choose if you want to go the vocational slash rehabilitational counseling route or the mental health counseling route. For me, I chose mental health counseling. That was more so the study of, or not the study, well, I guess, yeah, I am studying it, but how to counsel people with mental illnesses. So that can be anywhere from depression, anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenia, personality disorders, like borderline personality disorder, kids that have conduct disorder or oppositional defiant disorder, all of that, phobias, um, fetishes, all of that. Everything gets included into mental health counseling. Pretty much, if you can find it in the DSM, which is this giant book full of like a whole bunch of diagnosis, yes, which is a giant book full of diagnosis of different mental illnesses. If it's in there, we're studying it. Addictions, all of that, we go into all of that. So my program, that's what my program focuses on. It's a 2-year program, and I'm set to graduate next May. So fingers crossed, y'all. I'm almost done. I just finished 3 summer classes, and I'm still at a 4.0. So but with that being said, I did not come into this program with the 4.0. So let's backtrack. Story time. I did absolutely horrible my freshman year of college. I was not ready for what college had to offer. I was one of those students who kind of breezed by in high school. Like, high school was just too easy for me. And so I didn't even bother. I kind of was just like, all right, whatever. And I don't know why I expected college to be the same, but it wasn't at all. And that first semester, honestly, the first semester really like it humbled me. I'm not even gonna lie. It really humbled me. Like, I graduated high school with like a 38 almost. And my first semester at my undergraduate institution, which was Christopher Newport University, my first semester there, y'all, I kid you not, I ended with a 1.9. Let that sink in. A 1.9. Like, I bombed it. And for me and like for my mental health, that was like a low. Like, that was the lowest of lows because I was always the really smart one. I never brought home like less than a B, and it was horrible. Like, I lost my grant, I lost financial aid. Um I it was rough. Y'all, it was really rough. It's horrible. I got like D's and C's, and it just wasn't me. It just wasn't me. And so that really was like, I need to get my ish together, if you know what I mean. So I changed my major completely. I came into undergraduate wanting to go to medical school. That wasn't going to happen. I was really, really interested in psychology. It was my minor originally, just switched it to my major, and it was like, the skies opened up, and it was like that's what I was meant to do the whole time with psychology, and I just didn't even know it. My grades like skyrocketed in all my psychology classes. I was working really, really hard, y'all. Like, ask any of my closest friends. I was pulling all-nighters in the library. I was working 3 jobs in undergrad. I was an intern. I researched. I did as much as I possibly could to fill my days up and also just get my resume looking nice. I worked so hard to get a 3.0, and I didn't. I'm just gonna be honest. I didn't. I did not graduate with the 3.0. that was my goal and I didn't make it. And I know it was because of how low my GPA was freshman year. So it happens, you know, but that's what I'm here to talk about. So I did not graduate with a 3.0. I graduated with a 2.84. It's really close. Maybe if I would have stayed like, or maybe one more year, maybe I would have had it. It is what it is. It's not, it's a number, it's a basic number that, oh well, who cares? I'm not gonna let it affect me or my life. Now, at the time, I was petrified that I was not gonna get into grad school. So, here are my tips and tricks on how to get into grad school when you don't have a 3.0. Listen closely, y'all. So, let's talk about this. So, the biggest thing is your personal statement. Your personal statement is like, it's pretty much you vouching for yourself. Like you saying, you know, I may have had a low GPA, but I know I'm still capable of doing these things. Like I know I'm still intelligent. I know I'm still smart. I know I'm still capable of being the person that I eventually want to be. So, in my personal statement, like I was very honest. I admitted like I really messed up my freshman year of college, but if you look at my record after my freshman year of college, like it was 3.0s every semester. Like I was really working, you know, and I was trying really hard. And that's what I said in my personal statement, you know. It's honestly all about, it's not about what you were able to accomplish, even though if you were able to accomplish amazing things, like great for you. But if you're one of those people who did not get that 3.0 and that's what you were going for, that's okay. And honestly, they just want you to be honest. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that all of these grad schools will accept you because they won't. Like you saw with me, I got waitlisted on one, I got denied on the other. And I only got into 2 out of the 4 that I applied to. But I think it's better to be honest and to accept it than it is to try and hide it. So my double whammy is I had a low, well, I wouldn't say it was low, but I had a 2.84 when I graduated. And then in my GRE, y'all, I got like in the 40th percentile for, what is it, like reading or something? 20th percentile for math, 20th, and 98th percentile for the writing. Clearly, writing is my strong suit, which it is. Writing is my strong suit. I will write all day. Like, it's just my thing. And that was the only thing that I did good on in the GRE was the essay part. That was the only thing I did good on. So I used my writing abilities pretty much to make my personal statements the best personal statements that they've ever read. I mean, I really went in on those personal statements, and honestly, I don't really know why or how I still got into grad school. Maybe I'll ask my professors, but I personally believe that it was because of my personal statement and because of my um what are they, professional recommendations. So I used, for my professional recommendations, I used 2 of my major professors, so 2 of my psychology professors and 1 of my sociology professors, which was one of my minors. All 3 professors had known me very well. I had been in multiple classes with them. I think with my sociology professor, I had 4 classes with him, and with my psychology professors, I had maybe 3 each, or 2. One was 2 and the other one was 3. But they knew me really well. They knew me around the department, and they just knew me from my job of working at the coffee shop on campus, and they would always come and see me. And so I just made myself known to them because I knew that I would need their recommendation letters to get into school. So, tips. Ready? A really, really good personal statement. I mean, like, top tier. If you have to ask people to read it over and over again, do it. You know, be honest, hold yourself accountable for your own mistakes, but at the same time, don't shortcut yourself. Like, don't undermine yourself. If you know what you're capable of doing, say that. If you know that you're capable of being the best architect or the best engineer or the best, I don't know, counselor, the best, what else do people go to grad school for? Biologist, I don't know, the best whatever. Whatever it is that your goal is, if you know that you can be the best of that, then let that be known. You know, talk about your great qualities, whether that is that you are a great student, you're a great listener, you are organized, you're attentive, you're warm, empathetic, you're understanding, whatever it is. Boost yourself up, boost yourself up, boost your head up, do it. Like, make them feel like if they pass out on you, they're missing out on a great person. That's genuinely what you have to do. Like, make it seem as if they are genuinely, because they are, they're missing out on a great person. So you have to boost yourself up. So, personal statement, boost yourself up, you know, talk about all the amazing things you've done, talk about the bad things too, but then turn around and talk about the great things. Um, Professional recommendations off the bat when you are an undergrad or anything, whatever. Get close with one, two, or three faculty members. At first, I was kind of worried about that, but I just got as close as I could with the professors that I knew the most. And when I asked them for a recommendation letter, they were happy to do it. So please, 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 just even if it's just one professor, even if it's one professor and like your boss at work, that's fine. But just make sure that they know you, that they know your goals, they know your actions, they know your intentions, they know what you want out of life, because that way when they turn around and write that recommendation letter, they're gonna boost you too. It's all about boosting. That's all it is. You just gotta boost yourself. So for me, I was not able to see the recommendation letters. For my program, they did not allow the students to see the recommendation letters. The professors or the whoever sent the recommendation letters directly to the department, the graduate department, and I was not able to see it. So sadly, I don't know what they said about me. I wish I knew what they said about me. But clearly it was good because I got it. So, with that being said, I will look over your personal statement. I will help you with your application because I know how nerve wracking it is. I know how hard it is. I was so scared that I wasn't going to get in. I was trying to think of all the things that I was going to do if I didn't get in. And it's hard and it's really nerve wracking, but I'm here to tell you that it is possible and you can do it. Like, I promise you can. I literally graduated with a 284. I got in the 22nd percentile in the GRE math section, the 40 something percentile in the reading, and 98th percentile in the writing, right? And I am now going into my second year of my master's with a 4.0. So I promise you it is doable. It is something that you'll have to work hard for, but you can do it. Do not let do not let anybody make you feel like you cannot go to grad school and be in higher education. You can do it. I promise. If you're someone who is scared that there's not going to be people that look like you. So I'll be honest and say that in my program right now, there's not that many minorities. I'll be honest and say that. I think I am one out of like, I don't know, maybe like less than 10. It's less than 10 probably. Um, and honestly, at first I was kind of shocked about it, but I came from a predominantly white institution, so it was nothing new to me. If you're someone who's worried about that, don't worry about it, because at the end of the day, you have goals to accomplish and you're there to handle your business and go. That's it. You're there to get your degree and go. You're there to establish a network and go. Honestly, realistically, you will accomplish your goals no matter what, no matter who gets in your way, no matter if your program has some insane requirements that you just cannot, you think you can't do it. I promise you, you can. You will be able to get that personal statement. You will be able to get those professional recommendations. You will be able to get into grad school. Are you going to have to try maybe really hard, maybe multiple times? Yes. And you know what? That's okay. Because at the end of the day, I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. And no matter what, no matter if it takes you multiple tries to get into a grad school, no matter if you have to take a semester off and work and then go into grad school, take a year off, take 2 years off, whatever it is, I am here to say that you can do it. It does not matter what obstacles are put in front of you, whether it's your GPA, whether it's the GRE, whether it's prerequisites. I know some people cannot get into grad school because they don't have the necessary prerequisite courses. Take those prerequisite courses, okay? Take them and get into grad school. You can do it. If it's finances, I totally get that. I had to take the route that I kind of didn't really want to take and take out loans. But honestly, the way I look at it, if it's going to get me one step closer to my goal, then I have to do it. And I will worry about all the other stuff later. And I know that's not a mindset for everybody. I know that finances can be really, really hard on people. So with that being said, make sure you look at programs that there are programs out there that are fully funded. There are programs out there that will pay you to go to school instead of the other way around. So make sure you do your research on the programs you're getting into. Call people, call or email the professors in that department and ask them, how do you guys help people who have financial issues? Do you guys have any grants? Do you guys have anything, scholarships, anything that will help me? Ask questions, make yourself known, because sometimes all it takes is a smile and some basic communication to get a good level of understanding. I promise. So, with that being said, I am always, always, always here for anybody. If you need me to check your personal statement, if you have questions about grad school, if you have questions about my program, I'm at VCU. If you have questions about my program, if you have questions about what I want to do, how I did it, anything like that, please feel free to send me a message. And don't forget to subscribe, put on post notifications, because I will be posting multiple videos a week now, at least 2 videos a week, just until classes start, and then I'm going to get busy again. But until then, make sure you turn on your post notifications so you don't miss one of my videos. And don't forget to share with your friends, your family, social media. If you know somebody who's trying to get into grad school and is nervous or is having difficulty, please send this to them and let them know that I'm always available if they need to talk. And I'll catch you guys in the next video, okay? Bye.